MTN SME Hub. Link to growth, link to success, link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Welcome back to the Big Small Business Show. In studio with us today, we've got Jennifer DeMata. She is the founder and CEO of Strata-g, and we're talking about how she's positioned her business as differentiated through customer service and how difficult that is, especially when you're scaling the business. So here's a brutal truth kind of question for you.
Sure.
If you, Jennifer, were not in the business for 1 year, what would happen from a customer service perspective?
It would still continue to be what it is. Remember, I'm not physically client-facing in terms of servicing clients. My role's more marketing, finance, etc. And yes, getting feedback from clients, but the physical service of clients happens whether I'm around or whether I'm not around. So that I'm comfortable would continue.
It would continue?
Yeah. I've been away for extended periods of time before, and it's never been an issue.
And what makes you say it will continue? Are there systems, are there processes?
Yes, there's systems, processes in place. The staff that we employ are trained and indoctrinated in a particular manner. We've got very specific ways.
But who's indoctrinating them, you or somebody else?
Actually, no. My business partner is more involved in that than what I am. So he's the mentor and trainer and guider for the staff from a technical point of view.
Okay.
And then there's other senior people. So it's not really one of us who's responsible for that. And also, I think the level of people that we employ are not newly qualified graduates. They're people that come with extensive experience, and it's just a matter of fine-tuning that they do things in exactly the same way that we do them, so that if somebody, for example, drops dead halfway, touch wood, through a process, the person picking up from them will carry on with the process in exactly the same manner.
Okay, so next question, also a tough question, is you've specifically spoken about differentiating your business through customer service. Why do you want to use that as the differentiator? Why customer service? You see how hard it is.
Sure.
You see how hard it is to convince people, yet you want to do that. Why?
I tell you why. Before I got involved in this business or started this business in 2008, I was involved as a shareholder in previous businesses. And I've seen the challenges that lack of customer service has not only on the client base, but your staff complement itself. People feel disgruntled, unhappy, they'll end up leaving, they leave. The client is unhappy because now the person who knew their business, there's no continuity. So when I set out starting this business, I wanted it to provide the best quality service available, world-class services in line with our level of expertise or our areas of expertise.
How many staff do you have?
Around the country, we've got 48.
So let's assume the business goes from 48 to 100 to 150. How do you see you being able to, in realistic terms, to make sure that 150 people are operating the same way that 48 are?
Well, there's many cogs to it, and I wouldn't do it, by myself. There's obviously many other people that are involved in the process. But it's, again, through following those processes, and it starts at the recruitment stage, employing the right people, providing them the right training, on-the-job mentorship, let them meet clients, see how their colleagues that are more senior are dealing with particular issues, and then from there, that rolls over into the lower levels. So in our business, there's not only one mentor. Everybody's a mentor in some shape or form because we live, breathe, and eat and sleep our ethos. And that is particularly focused on customer service.
Okay, so let's go now to the process that you're using to reinforce customer service, which is, you said it's how you recruit, right? But
one of them. Areas.
So let's take me through the areas that you, and without giving away IP, just go to high level. How are you doing that?
So we're constantly recruiting or looking to recruit. We are forever looking for talent. And if we find it, even if we are ahead of our capacity curve, dependent on the resource, we will employ them anyway. because we see the potential in the person and we don't want to lose the opportunity. The reality is we B2B service environments, we are as good as the services that our staff provide. Yes, and it comes through the training and the mentorship and the processes and the manual, so to speak, of doing it the strategy way. But it's very much dependent on the resources. So we're forever looking for skills.
Okay, so you're doing all those things. Do you have a sense of what it costs you? All those. Let's assume in a thought experiment there was a company that did average customer service, and there's Strata-g which does excellent customer service. The cost of average to excellent, what is it costing you? Your cost per...
Our cost.
Yeah. Have you got a sense of what it costs you to train, to mentor, to actually even to exit people in your organization who are not up to your standard?
Well, thankfully, with the exiting, that's our area of expertise, so that's a pretty easy thing for us to do.
Yeah.
But obviously not setting out to want to do that because, as you correctly say, there is a lot of costs involved in recruiting and training, and it's not something that you hit the ground running immediately.
Yeah.
So yes, we do monitor those metrics in terms of the non-productive time, what we call time on the bench, before somebody starts to become productive. And also we ease them into it. They start with some of the more easier, for lack of a better word, the more day-to-day stuff, and then leading right up to labour court, labour appeal court, etc.
Okay, last question for me. We've got about a minute left.
Sure.
If I said to you, you could not differentiate on customer service, I was your evil fairy godmother.
Okay.
And I said, you're not allowed to. From tomorrow on, how would you differentiate yourself?
Through reliability, through the personal touch, through access to...
Personal touch is still customer
service. I get you.
Yeah.
But when I say personal touch, I mean you have access to a variety of different people. So you don't only have one contact point. We allocate a team of people so that if somebody's on leave or somebody's not available or somebody's in the CCMA or the bargaining council or with the client, there's a group of people that are able to provide you with service. So it's a reliable service that is consistent.
Great. I think I've got enough to put together a response. Thanks, Jennifer.
Wonderful. Thank you.
We'll be back straight after this with my response to Jennifer.
MTN SME Hub. Link to business success.